Hey guys, it's me, Waddler, and I'm a duck, and today I'm going to show you how to build this UFO I've got here. So tons of you have been asking for a mobile friendly UFO, and here it is. So I'm going to show you that it can abduct people. You see Jim is here, and I just pick him up, so get in, and then this one, since the chairs are upside down, if you take someone to the water, you can put it upside down to kill them like this. So he tried to escape and he's just about to die. Dead. So it's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you how to build it. So before you build it, you will need the screwdriver tool. And that's the only tool you'll need, because this is no scale tool. And it also works for mobile like mentioned earlier. So let's get right into building it. Start off with your settings like this. So anchor block on and merging level green. And start by placing a wooden block and then titanium, and it does have to be titanium or the UFO will fall over. Now delete the wooden block under it and place blocks on it like this. One on this side, one on this side, and another row at the top to make this slab of block. Now go far out from it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this on all pieces of it, so that the green merge will make a giant titanium slab. The final parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, this is a giant titanium slab. Now I'm going to place a plastic block in the center, and then place far out on each side of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that I've done this, I'm going to place a block on slightly to the left or right here, and place one at the other part to make this 2 by 1 block, and do it on this side. So block here, block it here. Now place 2 blocks off of this. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I suggest you use the blocks I'm using, or it might not work. So now that you've done that, place down 2 titanium blocks at the front on the upper edge of this, like that and that, and do the same to the back as well. So this is the base for your UFO, so we can make the beam for it as well. So place down a wood block in the middle, then a block slightly away from it like this, then delete this wood block, and then place chairs upside down or the right way up. It doesn't matter, but having them upside down lets you kill people, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to place them like this, so the middle centered. Now add a piston in the middle, and set its extend length to 5, and set piston speed to 10, and then just click it. Now add a block on the side of this chair, then place down the glass block, and then place blocks around it to make a solid glass block, and then fill in this area to make the beam for this part. Now place down a plastic block on the top of this piston, then another piston, and set its extend length to 5, and piston speed 10 like the other one. Then delete the plastic block and place a sideways rod, then place down glass, and then you can build up to finish this other segment of the beam. Then place down the plastic block to attach it. So now you've got the beam set up. Now you can build the UFO. So you can make it look how you want, but I'll show you how to build it like mine. Also make sure to use light blocks for the UFO, or it might fail or fall over when you use it. So start by placing a plastic block, then place 2 blocks off of it like this. 1, 2, and then do it on the other sides. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now just fill it in the corners except leave 1 block. So 1, 2, 3, and this block is the one left over. Now do this on all the corners like this. And now that you've made the basic shape for the bottom, place down a block in each of these edges here, like this. So there's a 2 block gap in between each one. Now using these blocks, place down plastic blocks halfway into the other block, like this. And do this on each one of them to make a square connected that sort of looks like a fence. Now delete these taller plastic blocks, and you should have this kind of shape on your UFO. Now I'm going to place down the switch so it binds to these pistons. And before you place your chair, place down a balloon or any other bindable item near where you want to put your chair, or it might bind to the pistons and break it. So now place your chair, and if it binds to the balloon, that's good because you can delete that, and you don't need bind tool, but I'm going to use it to show you. You see, the switch is the only thing binded. This chair has no binds. So now that we've done that, we can cover it with glass. I'm going to place glass on the edges of here, like this. I'm just going to cover it up like that on the edges of those. Then I'm going to place it on the edge here. Then on the corner of that, place a glass block and just make a square like this to make the dome part of the UFO. I'm just going to give it a quick paint job now. I'm just going to paint it grey because UFO are grey. And I'm going to paint the dome and the chair green. And the switch should be green, but I might make the chair black. Oops, made the glass black. But yeah, I'll just change this to green, like that, to make the UFO look nice. And I'll also paint the beam. I'm just going to paint this beam. You don't need to paint the plastic because we're going to make that invisible later. And now that you've done this, place a block near the beam but not connecting to it. And then place blocks onto it until it connects up to your UFO's body, like this. So the UFO's connected to this bottom part. So now that you've done that, to finish it off, place down 2 boat motors about there. Actually, don't put them there. If you want them to be more protective, put them on this weight. And now we can do the collisions and stuff. So, select all of this bottom part. Actually, before you do that, just collision everything off. It makes it easier to set up the collisions. And I'm just going to paint these titanium blocks red because they're important. So just select these red blocks. I know if you're on mobile you can't do this, so it might take a bit longer for you guys. So just collision them on and then make them invisible. Now make the rest of it invisible down here. So the plastic rods, 2 boat motors, the weight and this stick. Then make it all invisible so it looks like that, so you don't see anything underground. Also make this plastic block invisible. And I'm just going to set up a way up. I'm going to place a portal that's green. And I'm just going to save it now. So I'm going to save it as UFO. And I'm going to load it to make sure everything's attached together, so it doesn't break. Oops, didn't get in. Sometimes it can be hard to get in when it's non-collision. But let's see if it works. So I'm going to pull up the beam and I can drive around like this. And I can go up to the rat, put out the beam, pick him up, and then retract it. And let's see if I can go kill him in the water. I'm just going to take him into the water. And we're going to put the rat in the water. Them die. Rat die, rat die. Let's go, I got him. So yeah, that's a tutorial. So anyways, thank you for watching and goodbye.